Good morning. Guess what? I'm in Hillsborough and it's this sunny. I'm going to give you some sky shots as our moment of zen today. So, needless to say, I've popped myself out of bed to get some porch time. It's not even freezing out here yet. I'm wearing my t-shirt and long pants and my Birkenstocks, and I'm not freezing to death. It's great. I'm going to get as much sun in as I can, and then I may spend this afternoon for a coffee. And if I do this, I will pop back into you. What I do in the winter, if I can't be in Arizona, is I get in my car and I go find the sunniest direct rays I can get into the car, and then I turn the heat up to 80 and I pretend that it's summer. That's my little trick. I've done it for years. I have never, ever, ever been a winter person. Ever, ever. I know people thrive on snow. People love the cold, the crisp. I'm not one of those girls. I love the heat. I love summer. I've always loved summer and been a little depressed in the winter. So, yeah, and I'm struggling a bit with that right now. So, we're going to sit out here in the sun and gain some joy. So, I thought that since I'm not going to show you anything exciting. Oh boy, that's a bad view. Since I'm not going to show you anything exciting, and I would walk you around the yard so that you could see what's happening here in the winter, there is some spring coming out. I've got some flowers popping up out of the ground, and the beets that my daughter asked me to grow last year and nobody ever took. And I like pickled beets, but not that many pickled beets. So they're in the ground still. I didn't even pick them. I went out and looked yesterday. I could get some Swiss chard. We could have a little chard. And we also have sage out there still. But the rest of it's pretty well gone. And I should be picking up seeds because I'm thinking next summer we won't be here. We'll be at the new place. But the nasturtiums I had last year were just spectacular. So I'm going to have to pull some seeds off the ground. There's a lot. It was really prolific last year. So what have I been doing that you haven't already seen? You have seen quite a bit of the crochet, but I'll show you the blocks. But I have been working on another little project on the sly. I worked really hard and I finished this needlepoint. This is an anchor kit that I picked up at the craft store in the UK when we visited Jean in October. So right here, it's an anchor kit. And it was fun. I don't think it's necessarily 100%. Well, let's actually, oh yeah, it's wool. And it's wool, it was very soft. They must superwash it because it was not scratchy wool at all. And I would have expected that. My old antique kit is a lot scratchier than this was, and it kind of shredded a bit, so that's what leads me to believe that it probably was a superwash. Don't know why they would do that, but maybe because people like soft stuff. But anyway, I finished that, and then I looked up because I think I'm going to make it into a pillow for the sofa when we get moved. And I looked up what you need to do next. And if any of you have done needlepoint in the past, it suggested that I get it wet or steam it. There's the whole blocking debate like we have in the knitwear, crochetwear world. But then some people suggest you nail it into a board until it dries, like nail it in. I kind of feel like my blocking mats should work, but this is kind of firm. So I don't know. I may try it in the blocking mat and see if I can get it square. Because what happens when you do that diagonal stitch, it kind of pulls it wonky and makes it into like a parallelogram. So anyway, yeah, so I finished that last weekend. I think I started it last weekend too, honestly. I gave it a lot of hours. And if a project gives me that much joy, I do it. So I did a lot of hours, and in fact, so much so that my arm started to hurt from holding the canvas. I didn't put it on a frame. I just used it plain. And yeah. And then I'm just going to give you another sneak peek of my, I have four flowers, and I'll take some pictures of them and install them, put them in right here, right now, so you can see them. I'll do like a little short video and just lay them out on the ground. Actually, maybe I'll lay them out on the ground on my mossy patio. That would kind of look cool, actually, I think, especially given that these are the four flowers that represent flippin' winter. All right, and then finally, the project that I cannot unravel. I can only show you this blob. I did one, I knit through this entire ball, so 400 yards of yarn. Now, what I was doing before was a yarn eating pattern, and I have since revised my yarn eating pattern, and now it's taken forever So I'm about 2/3 of the way through the ball of yarn to catch up to where it was when I ripped it all out last time. So I'm still working on that. Yeah, but that's what's happening this morning. This is going to be a little short insert, but I'm releasing more videos this week, so maybe that'll help. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm giving you the ugly side of the house. That's not the most pleasing view. Yeah, so I'm going to sit out here and drink my iced coffee. That'll probably make me cold. I should have made a hot coffee for the outside. My iced coffee. I will tell you that I've gone back to collagen in my coffee. I just feel like I drink a lot of coffee and I don't eat a lot of food. And you would think I'd be the skinniest thing around, but no. Given the half and half of my coffee, might be something to do with that. But so I'm trying to downgrade the coffee, upgrade the food. And I figure for breakfast, there's no way I'm changing. So I've added a little bit of collagen protein powder in my food. I used to do that. When I first started drinking this iced coffee after Tony introduced me to it, I used to put collagen protein into it because Tony swears by it. She says her nails are much firmer. She feels like her skin is better. So, and I did it for a while, and then I was like, forget it. It's too much work. And so I quit, and my nails are a mess right now. And for 10 years, I've gotten manicures pretty regularly. Not real regularly, but pretty regularly. But my fingers, the last 2 times I've gotten a manicure, I grew my fingernails all the way out in between. So I dealt with, 2, 3, 4 months of nasty fingernails before I went and got another one. But then they seem to fall off, they peel, and my nails are just really thin. So I think it's time for some collagen in like 6 months. Tony said it took at least 6 months before her nails got strong. So I'm going to try it for 6 months to see if it works for me. I also ordered myself my own manicure kit to see if I could maybe not do it in such a harsh manner. So we'll see. I'm going to start doing my own mani-pedis. I had planned on coming home and getting myself a mani-pedi right after I got back from Arizona, but when I dropped the table on my foot, I had a scab, and it hasn't been healing well, and I've been in and out of the doctor, and finally, it's getting better. As today, for the first time, I was able to press on the raised bit, so I have like a welt on my foot. I'm not going to show it to you. It's not very nice. But I had a welt on my foot that's like this tall. So I have like a carbuncle on the top of my foot. I don't even know what a carbuncle is, but I think it sounds like what it looked like. I have a big, tall lump on my foot, so it's been hard to wear shoes. The Birkenstocks, I could get over it, but I could only shop for I could go to Costco, and then I'd have to sit in the car if we had to go to a different place, like for groceries. Poor David, he's been going into most of the stores, because I'm like, I really can't walk on my foot that far. So I could walk on it, and I could get around the house as long as I was barefoot, but when I wear a shoe, it really hurt. Anyway, today I pressed on it, and I can press on it now, so now I guess I have to massage it, because the doctor said it might be what did they call it? Hematoma, like a blood clot under there. And the only way it's going to solidify and never leave, and I will have a lump there forever, or I work on it. So that has happened to me before on another injury I had. So yeah, getting old sucks. It does. It so does. Because I dropped the table on my foot in Arizona the night before we left. And we have been home for, another upside to this crochet thing. We've been home for 3 weeks, and I finally can touch the bang on my foot. Yeah. It's not good. Anyway, cheerful sunny day, right? It's sunny out. It is good. Actually, it's really good. I'm going to stay out here for a while. Maybe knit a little bit. Yes, indeed. Anyway, I'll give you a little view of the you will have seen the Afghan, my flowers. You'll see the 4 flowers that I've produced so far. Actually, I'll just give you a little, as we roll out, instead of the normal moment of Zen, even though David has taken a little bit more footage for me. So I haven't forgotten our little scenery thing. He went out West Plains area, I think, and took some drone footage, so I have to get him to give it to me. And I don't know if I've even uploaded the stuff from our trip home where we videoed Mount Shasta. So I'll get you some footage at the end of this, as well as some crochet and a ball of knitwear, because you don't get to see the whole thing laid out, and some needlepoint. That will be your moment of zen. Is finished, almost finished, or work in progress, and some drone footage. Anyway, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, and leave me some comments. Tell me what you want for materials. I have loads coming. It's just that I thought today was so sunny that I think it warranted a patio talk. Don't you agree? I seek the sun, and whenever I get the sun, I give it to you. You get sunglasses. Here, there's my eyes. Yeah. Speaking of which, though, how many of you guys watch Arne and Carlos, and how many of you miss the Wednesdays? I miss Wednesday. I miss their chatty. I know it's much easier to do a tutorial. It is, I gotta tell you. For a person that does videos, you would think this chatty is easier, but no, the tutorials are easier because you set the camera up and it's one shot. Where discussions, there's clipping and stuff because we say stupid stuff that we have to take out. Or we cuss or something, right? But I think we need to put together a campaign that says we miss you, Arne and Carlos. At least give us once a month where you guys just chat. What do you think? Give me a comment and let me know. We can put this together. We can put together a what is it? Oh shoot, what's it called? Tell me in the comments what it's called. A petition. There we go. We can put together a petition to tell them to bring back Wednesdays. We need Wednesdays. You keep us sane in the pandemic. Wednesdays. Yeah. All right. Bye. See you in a couple of days.